You've been praying, you've been faithful, but nothing's moving. It's not just delay, it's warfare. What if the blessing you're waiting for isn't blocked by God, but by the enemy? There are 4 signs the devil is trying to keep you stuck, and number 3 is the most overlooked. One of the devil's oldest tactics is distraction. When your mind is constantly scattered, when you feel spiritual fog, mental exhaustion, and endless to-do lists that keep you from prayer, you're not just busy, you're under attack. 1 Corinthians 14:33 says, God is not the author of confusion. So if your life feels chaotic and you can't focus on what matters, ask yourself, who's benefiting from your distraction? The enemy delays your blessing by keeping you too disoriented to pray, too tired to dream, and too busy to obey. Ever notice how the closer you get to something big, the more drained you feel? Not just tired, but spiritually worn out. You start questioning everything. Did I hear God wrong? Am I even on the right path? That's not coincidence. That's calculated interference. The devil doesn't attack empty ground. He targets what's about to bloom. When Elijah was moments from witnessing God move on Mount Carmel, he first faced fear, isolation, and the threat of death. Why? Because breakthrough always attracts resistance. Galatians 6:9 reminds us, let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So if your emotions are heavy and your faith feels fragile, don't retreat. It's proof you're close. You keep asking God to move. But what if He's waiting for you to move first? Repeating the same cycles, falling into the same sin, attracting the same kind of pain, running back to what broke you, isn't just struggle, it's spiritual sabotage. The enemy isn't always loud. Sometimes he delays your blessing with silence and comfort. He whispers, it's not that bad. You've come far enough. Just stay here a little longer. But delay becomes a prison when you're too numb to notice the chains. Think of the Israelites. God had a promised land waiting, but they wandered 40 years, not because God forgot, but because they wouldn't break free from fear, complaining, and unbelief. Deuteronomy 1:6 says, you have stayed long enough at this mountain. Some of you have too. Until you stop entertaining the lie that maybe this is just how life is, you'll keep repeating what you should be rebuking. Cycles don't break with time, they break with truth. When God goes quiet, the devil gets loud. You pray and hear nothing. You seek and feel nothing. And that silence, it starts to feel like abandonment. But what if it's a test? The enemy uses silence to plant lies. God's done with you. He changed his mind. But Isaiah 55:11 promises that every word God speaks will accomplish what he sent it to do. Silence doesn't mean God's not working. It means he's watching to see if you still trust him when nothing makes sense. The devil delays your blessing by convincing you to give up in the silence, right before the promise is fulfilled. If any of these signs hit your spirit, don't brush them off. Delay doesn't mean denial, but it also doesn't mean inaction. The devil delays blessings by attacking your clarity, your energy, your consistency, and your faith. But the good news? He can't stop what God has ordained unless you let him. So get back in position, pray again, trust again, obey again. The blessing's still coming. Just make sure you're not the one keeping the door closed. Drop "I'm ready" in the comments if this spoke to you, and subscribe for more truth that fights for your future.